It's all true.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I remember before they even had child pornography, when children were just not, doing that. And they had somebody one time when I was in college sent me a picture of 2 old men, and they were naked in a room. I remember getting this email.
Oh, Lemon Party.
And
I've probably seen the same image.
And they had a kid, like, sitting on a bed.
No, I haven't seen that image.
Right? And in my mind, I'd never thought about old people and children and sex, or anything wild like that.
Wait.
So I remember seeing it and be like, oh, this is fucking hilarious. But I remember seeing it and be like, what a crazy idea. Like, everybody is naked, and so, like, life is naked. This is just it's almost like an art. Like, this is how people, it's like this is when they're old and this is when they're young and these guys are, watching TV or whatever, I thought. So I sent it to everybody I knew. I was like, guys, this is so silly. And, dude, I remember, like, 2 years later running into an ex-girlfriend, and she goes, well, what have you been up to with your life, right? She goes, yeah, well, nobody will forget that time that you sent that picture of 2 old men and a naked kid to everybody. And I was like, that's not what that was. I'm like, that's what that was if you look at it like a creep.
Fucking excommunicated by everyone you knew.
But I just thought it was cute. Like, I thought it was like seeing a couple rabbits in a yard. When you see 2 rabbits on a goat's back, like in a photo?
Sure, yeah.
Like, I thought it was like that. Oh, let's just mix the world. I didn't think of it as sex.
Oh, my God. Did you get any responses?
No, that girl, when that girl told me that, then I started to feel, I think that probably made me feel bad about myself, because then I thought, I don't even have that account anymore. I don't even know who's on that email list, who had seen that.
Right. The FBI's still looking for you.
She also said the kid, she goes, was that you in the photo? Because the kid looked like me a little bit. And that's why I think somebody had originally sent it to me, like, hey, man, is this you? And I was like, no, it's not me, dude. I don't know 2 old people that would be naked in a room with me. And just taking photos. But I wasn't thinking like, oh, these guys are being dirty,
Dude.
It's sad that you can't even be safe. You can't be even clean anymore sometimes if you want to, of heart, without it going to like a dirty place. You look at a tribe, you see now those photos, those people standing around a fire all the time. Everybody's fucking naked.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
No, I agree. It's
you throw through 2 seniors and a 7-year-old in a Motel 6, and suddenly that shit.
Email that to everyone you know.
Yeah,
it's just not cool.
That's not kumbaya, bro. That ain't Zaire. So it's different. It's different how we see it through different lenses, and it's unfair sometimes.
Yeah. Man, that's funny.
Like if you took a picture in your yard, you got your grandparents to be outside naked, right? And they're nice people, and then you get your little nephews to be out there, right? And you get a cute picture of them out by the clothing line, and they're all naked.
Okay.
But it's nice outside, right? It's not nighttime. And then you send that to a couple people like, wow. Crazy day looking for food, right?
Looking for food.
Okay? But you take a picture out of any National Geographic, which is basically what they're saying of every single one.
Yeah.
And suddenly those people totally fine.
Yeah.
Nobody's doing anything wild.
Yeah.
It's just people looking for goji berries. Yeah. And then you over here, just because it takes place, a couple miles outside of Detroit, everybody's going to jail. It's crazy. It's crazy. You can't be a clean family. You can't be a family that just, everything it's now. And I don't know if the perversion comes from the inside these days as much as it comes from the outside,
Absolutely. Yeah. Because all of a sudden everybody's a pedophile?
Yeah, no.
What happened?
Yeah.
Why is everybody fucking kids? Yeah. Oh, it's just in
or
fashion.
Not fucking them. Most people are just looking at them naked, touching them.
Well, sure. I mean, but I
say
that colloquial.
Sorry,
say that
you're right. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Well,
it's important to get the facts straight.
Yeah, and we don't want people thinking about that, or I don't anyway. And I should, but it's your show. What do I even care? I mean, I care.
But like, why? I think about that myself. Like, why? All of a sudden, it seems like that's like the cool thing to do. Not like cool, but like all these powerful old fucks are just like putting their what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, have they just got now? Some of it could be an extreme wealth, and back in Rome, whenever they got too much power at a certain point, they just ran out of things to do, and so like your lizard mind goes to that next thing. You got that sugar lizard in your head.
Like, I never tried tennis.
Yeah,
I think it was always happening, but you didn't have the.
I guess
you didn't have the exposure.
Yeah, the exposure.
Okay. I try to. You have to be so evil to do that. I was talking about the Michael Jackson thing a lot. I don't know if you want to get into
I
that
haven't
'cause
seen
it's
that
so
yet.
polarizing, and if you don't have a strong opinion, I wouldn't even recommend.
Yeah, I don't have
watching
any
it.
opinion
People
yet.
will come to your house if you get it wrong.
I mean,
But people like, let's say hypothetically he did it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, couldn't you just why you gotta fuck kids?
But did he start? What do you think? Here's the thing, and here's a thing. It's a good point.
There's good-looking people out there.
Why do you have to? He probably, I would guess, stopped developing emotionally at some young age.
Yeah.
But you still develop sexually.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have these weird young emotions that are very real, like, like giving a Valentine to a kid, to a kid at school, or, like your first girlfriend, or like kissing behind a tree. You have all those like little things that are real to you as an adult because you stopped emotionally there, but sexually you're still, you're whatever age you are. So I would guess when those two things meld in the weird world he was in of ego and also then a capability, and then you end up probably doing in that type of a weird world to just feel okay.
That's a good insight. You got to be right about that.
Maybe. I have no idea.
Well, there's got to be a reason. But the thing is, like, you can be attracted to kids, but you don't have to molest them.
Yeah.
So that takes a special evil. Because it's like, if you're attracted to kids, I don't know what happened in your life to make you that way, but it's out of your control. I don't think anyone would choose to be attracted to kids.
Oh, no.
I mean, that's a curse.
Yeah, imagine bending down every time you want to, hug somebody or kiss them, or having to get down on you, like sit down, and that would be horrible. You couldn't date a kid, you couldn't. You can't go to any of the same places. People would look at you weird.
Yeah.
You'd have to put mustaches on them.
Man, that
It'd
would
be crazy to really date them. I'm not
Yeah.
the kind of guy that would have sex with a child ever. Would I take a kid out for a nice meal and drop him off without touching him? Yeah,
That's good on you, man.
I am that guy.
That's a good
You know?
idea. Bro,
But
you
it's
want
so true. Why does it become such a thing now that every person? Because then it makes it you don't want to interact with kids, and then the kids, everybody's scary person because they're not interacting with them.
Everyone's scared. Everyone's a pedophile. Everyone's a predator. It feels like real scary, and then it makes you super paranoid about yourself too.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, like I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't.
Oh
wanna-
yeah. Oh, dude, I remember when we were young, we used to go to the K&B store. They used to have a K&B store. It was like a CVS before CVS and Walgreens bought everybody out. And we'd be in the store, dude, me and my friend Daniel, and you had to run over when they had a kid, we'd be like, dude, you sneak over there, touch that kid's neck and run off, right? So we would just play this game like how many kids' necks you could touch, right? Nothing crazy, nothing sexual. Touch that kid's neck and escape. Well, dude, bro, we get up to about 30 kids' necks in a day, bro. People were fucking like scared. People thought there were ghosts. Because, dude, you touch a kid's neck real quick and they don't see you do it, they'll think
Oh my god.
well, bro, that little Daniel freaking got over there one time. He got a little too freaking wild on the kid's neck. And I remember this one boy's dad beat the shit out of him with a bag of, what was that? Werther's Originals.
He beat him with a bag of Werthers?
Bro, and it fucking hurt him.